Hey, it's Logan Christopher from Lost Empire Herbs. In this video, I want to talk about how to take tinctures. If you're into herbs, this is probably something super simple, but for those people that are not and don't even really know what a tincture is, hopefully this helps out. So a tincture is an alcohol extract of an herb. There are other things like tinctures using glycerin, even vinegar, other things that act as a solvent to draw out those medicinal components from the herbs, but nothing's really better than alcohol. Water is, the different components, depends on the herb you're working with, but between water and alcohol, those are the most traditional ways of doing this. So with a tincture, what you're going to do is you take a dropper out, and when we say a dropper full, which is a typical dose, the dropper doesn't actually get quite full of the liquid. It usually goes up to about halfway when you squeeze it, and that's going to be a dropper full, which is approximately 30 drops. What you want to do is then take this and stick it into your mouth, specifically under the tongue, sublingually. This allows the tincture to absorb through the very thin cell walls that are there directly into the bloodstream. This is good to do with all herbs, but it's critically important with our pine pollen because getting the hormone signals that are found in the pine pollen into your bloodstream, this allows it to go straight in there rather than having to go through digestion. But as I said, this works with every single tincture you're working with, but if you just squirt it in your mouth and swallow it down, it's still going to work to some degree. Give you an example. You got our nettle root right here, just like that. And then you want to hold it there under the tongue for about 30 seconds, give or take. You don't need to be real exact with this. One other solution you can go for, and just swallow it down so I can talk straight, is if you don't really like the taste of alcohol, or you're trying to avoid alcohol altogether, something that can work quite well is to have hot water or tea like this. And I just brewed up some of our gynostema tea. And what you can do is take the tincture and squirt it into here. Alcohol has a lower boiling point than water, so if the water is very hot, it just comes off of boiling like that. You see there's still steam evaporating, but the alcohol is going to evaporate more so than the liquid. So you let this sit like a minute with very hot water, the alcohol is going to boil off and it's going to leave behind the stuff that was extracted out in the alcohol. So that is one other way you can take the tinctures. If you have any other questions, be sure to ask us. We're always there at Lost Empire Herbs to help you out. But you can find a lot more information about what we have. So far, 4 tinctures. We got our pine pollen, nettle root, ashwagandha, and blue vervain. But more tinctures coming your way in the next few coming months.